stadium is mid-sized in terms of capacity. Its capacity for decibel level virtually unmatched. Like when Kenny Wheaton took back the pick. Legends like Mariota and LaMichael ran wild. Welcome to Eugene and Austin Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Back to pass. It's Sanders. Makes his connection. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Colorado! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's James. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
To the ground to try to move the chains. The Ducks get enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Gabriel. Getting some heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss. Because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Pulls it in. It's James. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this QB already in the 1st quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got some room to run. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Gets it out fast. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Colorado, 7, Oregon, 0.
And we'll start the 2nd quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And it's right down the boulevard.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Man, these are the situations. They know you're kicking an onside. You got to get it. You got to find a way to get the football. How about it? Get the kick. Get a good bounce. Everybody's flying down the field. Ball back.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Ducks in the hurry up.
8 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Looking left. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. and you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back, you got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense where now they got a manageable situation.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to throw on third down. With the catch, it's James. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Unleashes one deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Makes the grab on the left.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense...
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And the offense stays aggressive, they try to throw the football, and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. They're trying to get to him. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's holding. And the Ducks get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
He's looking for an open man on second down. He'll try to do it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They'll immediately call timeout. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's James. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To throw, it's Gabriel. Throws to the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Defense will always try to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the 1st half. Mississippi 13, Colorado 7.
And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
The Ducks headed quickly to the line. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very 1st drive of the 2nd half, they're able to register a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Feeling some heat. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and they'll get nothing. Going for it that deep in your own end, just outsmarting yourself. Offense set up 1st and goal. To the air, it's Sanders. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bucks.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Well, nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Corners are going to bail. DB's right up on the receivers. On second down, wants to throw. Right on target this time. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's James. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. The play action fake. Trying to get to it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Just feeds the running back. The Ducks will move the sticks.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. A nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
He's going for it all. He makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Pressure coming. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give out of the gun. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Colorado 21.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He turns that loose down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball fell.
Throws for the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
What a great stop by this.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jeff.
And the ball's on the ground. The defense pounced on that. Now they're headed the other way.
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. Go get me a few first downs. This one's over.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Slings it. Got his man to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Buffaloes inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
That is exactly.
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route, where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
Relying on that running game inside the red zone, he picked up 3 to the 11.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there and you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Getting some heat. Makes the grab. It's Miller. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
It's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Running back searching for a hole. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to pass. It's Sanders. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On second down, he'll let it fly. The throw. It's complete on the right side. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They're trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Now on the move. Diving for the score. He loses the football.
And how about the defense here? Oftentimes in these 2-minute type situations, you're just sort of in this prevent mode. You're trying to force the opponent to kick the field goal and not score a touchdown, but they're still being aggressive. They're out there still trying to make plays, and how about that effort creating the takeaway?
On the move, it's Haynes. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, let's win that well. Good coverage.
Wants to throw on third down. quickly out to the tight end. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off.
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Got it in the middle, it's Adams. Touchdown, Bama! Reeled it in and just made the house call. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're lining up to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on 1st down. They're bringing heat. He's got it down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on 1st down. He wants to go deep. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Buffs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Now, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
That makes it for Alabama 14, Colorado
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create...
Fires and picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in a scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at 12.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Miller with the ball. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to see the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable. And he's got it down the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. He'll call for the fair catch here. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Breaks the tackle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
For a short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Really good job on the defense taking away the deep ball. Remember, you can roll those corners up, or you can roll those corners back. You want to take away the deep ball, keep them back deep. You want to take away the shallow stuff, bring them up tight on the line of scrimmage.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Makes the grab over the middle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. This is the score. Alabama 17, Colorado 14.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He fires a bullet to the right. Makes the grab. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Motion from the offense. They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He caught it. Oh, and the defense shoves him out of bounds at the 2.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short ball. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. And we are all tied up here in the waning moments.
That is a massive kick late here in the game to tie it up. And now, can your defense do their job and at minimum hold them scoreless here to put this thing into OT? Or even better, can they get you the football back and give you an opportunity to win the game?
First down here for the offense. Snags it quickly on the left. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Using the quick game. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, looking at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
He's off to the races. The 20.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball because he is dangerous in space.
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
All right, you've now tried running the ball down here a couple times. It hasn't worked. What are you going to do on 4th down? Are you settling for a field goal? Or you've got a play in your back pocket to go get you 6?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final second. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. From inside the 15, here's the return. They bring him down. A last gasp effort on that return comes up empty, and that's going to do it for this one. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me